Hey so mates, welcome back to my tutorial. So in today's tutorial I'll be teaching you guys how to make a lace collar. So this is a lace collar, so I'll be teaching you guys how to make it in this tutorial. So if you're interested in this video, let's get started. So first of all, I'll be measuring the roundness of my neckline. So here I'm going to be measuring the roundness of my neckline. So measuring it, here I got 17, so this is 17 inches. Okay, so I'll be using this brown paper to draft out the lace collar. Okay, so first of all, I'll be dividing the 17 by 2, and whatever I got, I'm going to be marking it. Okay, remember this brown paper is not unfold, so when cutting it out in my main fabric, I'll be unfolding the material. Okay, so having marked what I got after dividing 17 by 2, so here I am going to mark the what I got. I'm going to be dividing it by 2, and it's going to give me 4.25. as you can see, I've already marked. So here I'm going to come up by ½ inch. Okay, this is to enable to get this curve line. So here I'm going to connect the ½ inch I came up by to the middle point of the 8.5 that I got initially. So when I'm done, I'm going to be marking 2 inches. This 2 inches is going to be for the collar stand. Yes, so I'll be using 2 inches. Okay, so when I'm done, I'm just going to use my curve ruler to connect the 2 inches lines that I marked out. Okay, so I'm done marking them, so I'm going to connect the lines. Okay, so right here I have done, this is going to be the collar stand, so I'm done with it. So the next thing I'm going to do is to draft out the main collar, that's the main lace collar. Okay, so here I've already made this dotted line to begin with the starting point. So what I'm going to do is, here I'm going to go in by 1 inch. So from that 1 inch that I went in by, I'm going to come up by 4 inch. Okay, so at the right side I'm going to come up by 3 inches. Okay, because I don't want the collar stand to be kind of the same length, so it's going to be kind of slanted. So at that 4 inch I'm going to go out by 1 inch. This is going to give me a slant curve for the lace collar. Okay, so here I'm going to connect it. So that's where you are going to see the slanted line that I was able to achieve. So here I'm going to connect it. As you can see, it's already given me a slanting line. So when I'm done, I'm going to connect the other side together as well. So guys, this is all for the main collar. So right here I am going to cut it out. Okay, I'm going to cut it out, and then I'm going to use what I cut out to cut to my main fabric. So I'll be cutting it out. Okay, remember guys, I said this brown paper that I'm using, is not unfold. Please don't make the mistake, it is not unfold. So while cutting in your main fabric, do well to unfold your material. Please do well to unfold your material. So I'm going to be cutting it out right now, then I'm going to place it in my main fabric, and then I'll cut it out. Okay guys, so right here I am done cutting it out. So I'm going to bring out my main fabric, and then I'll cut exactly what I drafted out. So here I'm going to be using this is a doll face. Okay, so I'm going to be using this doll face to cut out my what I drafted out. Here I am going to be unfolding this my main fabric. Remember I told you that the brown paper wasn't a fold, so here I'm going to be folding it. So here, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to be placing my collar stand So I'm going to be cutting it out. So when I'll be cutting it out, I'm going to be adding half-inch allowance for joining, okay? Because if I didn't add it, if I'll be joining it, will be taking my main measurement. So because of that, I'm going to be adding half-inch. So I'm going to go ahead and cut another piece. So this collar stand is going to be 2 pieces, okay? So I'll be cutting it out again. Okay, so I'm done cutting. I'll go ahead to cut the main collar. Okay, here I'll be using this net lace for the lace collar. Okay, you can use any lace of your choice. You can use a cord lace, you can use any beautiful lace of your choice, but for the purpose of this tutorial, I'll be using this net lace, okay, to make the collar. Okay, so right here I am going to be cutting this main collar into 4 places, okay, because this is not a cordless, it's a necklace. So I'll be cutting it into 4 places so as to use each one to turn it over. But if you are using a cordless, you can use your bias to turn the rough edges, okay? But because this is a net lace, I'll be cutting 2 each separately so as to turn it together. I hope you understand what I'm trying to explain. So right here I'm going to go ahead to cut the second one, okay? Remember I said it's going to be 4 pieces, so I'll be cutting the second one. Okay, so here I am going to be using a gum stay on this collar stand, okay? So I'm going to be gum staying the 2 pieces together, and then I'm going to turn my lace collar together. I'll be turning the edges, okay? So when I'm done turning, I am going to join them together. So here I'm done joining the lace collars. You can see this is how it's going to look while turning it up. So when I'm done turning, next thing I'm going to do is to join these collars. So the first thing I did was to notch my collar stand into 2. Then I came out by half inch. Then I'm going to be placing this lace collars. You can see, just take a look at what I'm doing. Then I'll bring the other one and then join it together, okay? So now I'm going to secure these edges, okay, by using my pin. So I'll be using my pin to secure the edges so it won't be flipping off, because if you don't secure this edge, while sewing it might be flipping off. So I'm going to secure the edges and I'm going to sew it together. So I'll sew it together and then I'll show you guys how it looks before I join to my main fabric. So this video is going to be short, so I'll join it together, then join to my main fabric and show you guys the final look. So right here I'm done joining, so right now I'm going to join it to my main fabric and show you guys how it looks. So guys, this is the final look of this beautiful